Afternoon everybody, welcome back to Birmingham Wildlife Conservation Park for the latest in our Wednesday Facebook Live videos. Today we are carrying on our world tour, and yeah, we're still in Madagascar from where we left off a couple of weeks ago, and we're having a look today at our Alaotran gentle lemurs. So yeah, as ever, feel free to send in any comments or questions you might have, otherwise we will just crack on with the video and telling you a little bit about these guys. Yes, first of all, apologies for no video last week at short notice. Nothing on the animal front, it was just a personal thing for me, so I wasn't able to be in on Wednesday, so yeah, apologies we didn't have a video last week, but back to normal this week with our gentle lemurs. So, Alaotran gentle lemurs are found in Madagascar, as all lemur species are. And these guys are found around the largest lake in Madagascar, that being Lake Alaotran. They're found in the reed beds that surround this lake. The total area of the kind of wetlands around the lake is coming up to about 3,000 square miles, but these guys are found in a very small part of this whole area, and these guys are actually classed as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List. They're mainly threatened with habitat loss and hunting and illegal kind of poaching from local people. But we'll get into that in a minute. Afternoon, Zena. Hope you're okay today. So we've got two gentle lemurs here at the park. We have Bozzy, our female here, who is sat in the doorway at the moment, and then Zoma, who is just inside there. There he is. So Bozzy's around about 12 years old now. Zoma is actually, I think he's about 15, 16 years old now. Bozzy was born at South Lake Safari Zoo, and she came down here to pair up with Zoma probably about 7 or 8 years ago now. Zoma was born at Jersey Zoo, and he came over here at the same time to pair up with Bozzy. So they have been together now for a good 7-8 years. They got on very nicely, but unfortunately we haven't had any breeding success from these guys. We're not sure if Zoma's able to do the business. He was never able to have any little ones at his previous home in Jersey, so yeah, we wonder if he's just not able to have any little ones, but we'll see. They might surprise us one day. So with Alaotran gentle lemurs, they are a little bit different to a lot of the other lemur species in that their diet is mainly actually kind of grasses, reeds and bamboos and things like that. Another name for these guys is Alaotran bamboo lemurs. And that is mainly because they do eat quite a lot of bamboo, which you can see there. We've got a bit of bamboo and a bit of willow for them today to browse on. But yeah, the diet for these guys is actually mainly kind of plant and leaf and vegetation based, rather than fruits and flowers and things like that you'd expect from other lemur species. Hi Tim, hope you're okay today. So yeah, the diet that we feed these guys is different to what we'd feed our ringtails and our rufts. Same kind of pellet based diet that the other lemurs get, but then these guys get a kind of salady mix of veg rather than a full mix of fruit and veg and things like that. And these guys get a lot more browse and vegetation to feed on, such as the bamboo and the willow that we've put in today. Afternoon Gemma, hope you're okay today. Good to see you watching. So these guys will live generally in kind of small family groups, normally kind of a pair and their offspring. Like I say, they live in the reed beds in Madagascar around Lake Alaotran. And yeah, they are actually quite nimble and able to traverse kind of awkward reed beds and things like that. They're able to to move between reed stem to reed stem, bamboo stem to bamboo stem, quite easily actually. Weight wise, these guys are knocking around 1 to 1.5 kilos, so yeah, they're able to nicely kind of move through these reed beds without any real effort, to be fair, which is good. No, they're quite well adapted to their kind of reed-based lifestyle. So these guys have been here about 7 or 8 years now, Tim. We did have a different pair of gentle lemurs before then, but these two have been here, yeah, around about 7 or 8 years or so. So yeah, because these guys are so well adapted to their reed bed habitats and things like that, that is one of the main reasons that these guys are now classed as critically endangered in the wild. The reed bed habitats that they live in are unfortunately being lost to farming and agriculture and things like that, which is yeah, just a real problem for these guys. They are also poached by local people and local villagers, as these guys will kind of go into crops, and those crops that have kind of replaced the habitat of these guys, yeah, these guys will go and feed in them, and obviously the farmers don't want that, so they will kind of hunt them to stop them from doing so. So yeah, they do face a number of threats out in the wild. Yeah, as I said with the red ruffs a couple of weeks ago, I think lemur species are the most threatened group of mammals on the planet. These guys being critically endangered is very much like the majority of lemur species over in Madagascar. The majority are threatened. So yeah, it's a real shame, but hopefully things like the captive breeding program and other such things will give these guys a chance. So unfortunately we've not had any breeding success, Tim, but others have. So yeah, hopefully that breeding program can do quite well and kind of keep a hope for this species. There is kind of some debate with these guys if they are actually a separate species, the Alaotran gentle lemur. I can't remember what species it is they're thought to potentially be a subspecies of, but yeah, there's a little bit of taxonomic debate about whether they're a full species or if they're just a subspecies of a different type of gentle lemur. But yeah, the majority of kind of current thinking is that they are their own species. Okay. So yeah, they're both a little bit unhappy about being filmed at the moment. I think by the look of it, you've got a lot of tail wagging going on and a little bit of chirping at me, but mostly they're okay. I think it's just something a little bit different, so they're just a little bit nervous. Yeah, I'm back in. Okay, I'll stay out here for another couple of minutes and then I'll leave you alone. So yeah, these guys will usually have one offspring. They can have two. I think it's like with other lemur species, captivity is obviously an easier lifestyle for them in the wild, so a lot of lemur species are able to have twins in captivity, whereas normally they'd only have one youngster out in the wild, just because resources are obviously a lot more easy to find and easy to get to here in captivity. And they can live up to around about 20 to 25, something like that. So yeah, our guys are starting to get on in age a little bit now, especially Zoma, being around 15, 16 years old. Ozzy's a little bit behind him, but yeah, not yet past breeding age. The fact they haven't bred yet is probably a sign they're probably not going to. But where have you gone? You're up there. But you never know, they might surprise us. don't want to go in the house with them because I don't want to disturb them too much. Yeah, so the wagging tail is basically them going, oh, I'm not sure what's going on here. It's not really a warning, it's just a bit of a nervous thing. So we won't spend too much longer in here with them. Favourite treat, they like a little bit of apple. We had to change our pellet supplier, and to get them to eat the new pellets, we had to kind of start soaking them in apple juice and mixing a little bit of apple in with the food to get them to start eating the pellets. So yeah, that worked quite nicely. But they do like a little bit of apple. We try not to go over the top with the apple, but kind of work to get them on the new pellets. Right guys, if you've got any last minute questions, feel free to send them in. I will wrap up a little bit early today just because these two are looking a little bit unhappy that I'm here with a camera in their face. So we will wrap up in a couple of minutes. So for the next couple, the next couple of weeks I'm not actually here. I have a couple of Wednesdays off, a couple of weeks off, so we won't have a video for the next couple of weeks. I know it's a pain because we weren't here last week, but that was a that was an unforeseen issue. But yeah, we won't have a video for the next couple of weeks, and then we should be back to normal in 3 weeks, probably with our ring-tailed lemurs. We've still got some Madagascan species to do, so we will be finishing them off. Oh, Zena, if you could send an email in to us. Yeah, if you send an email in to us saying what you've got, and then we can make a decision from there. I can't make a decision right now, but if you send an email, that would be grand. And yeah, we can go from then. That would be good. August 23rd. Hang on, what are we on? It's the 2nd, so I'm off the 9th. Yes, I will be back on the. We will be back on the 23rd. So yeah. Yeah, we will be back for your birthday, Tim. So that's good. All things being well, I should say that. After last week, I should say that. Touch wood. No, nothing from Aria and Mo, unfortunately, Zena. Nothing as yet. I'd be surprised if she has a little one now. We're week and a half, nearly 2 weeks over her due date. So she might still surprise us, but I would be surprised now. Yeah, she tricked us a couple of days because she was spending a lot of time in the nest box, and then she'd just be having a lie-in. So yeah, no, unfortunately nothing as yet, but fingers crossed, we will see. We will see. Right then guys, we will leave these guys to it because I think they're sick of the sight of me. So yeah, thanks for tuning in as ever. And yeah, we will be back in 3 weeks. So yeah, take care and we will see you then. Thanks everybody.